Let's be real. It is almost noon, 2 minutes till noon on a Monday. It's a new week. I have not put my makeup on or truly got dressed for the day. That lasted all but 1 week. So here I am on this Monday being real. And let me show you what's going on. I didn't start here, but this is what I just finished. Look at this. No comments found. I have read all the comments and I'm sorry for the blurriness, but this is, whatever. I have had 1 cup of coffee. I think I'd like another. And I started my day off in the Word. The Word is inside of here. This is where I keep the Word. And this is my new tiny art journal that I journal about the Word. Do you want to see a little bit of it? As I was answering comments, I got a really good one from Judith. My pens, my white paint pens weren't working very well on my mushroom painting this week. And she said, how are you storing them? They work best if you store them horizontally. Oh my word. I immediately took them out and laid them horizontal because they were vertical, of course. Thank you, Judith. Isn't this the cutest sticker you have ever seen? Snail enthusiast. That is from my friend Danielle. I love it. Here is my book that I'm afraid to show you, but I'm showing you anyway. I found a channel, I can't think of the name, I apologize, but the morning I decided to start this journal, I found a video called Honoring God with My Art, and it gives 5 things that help me honor my art to God. How am I saying this? So the first one, I just did this, but the second day I did one of my bunnies and I made him like fuzzy and I'm like, show up, I'm hair, don't be afraid of making mistakes. I put a little scripture in here. And this one I did yesterday morning. And so when I did my drawing later in the day, it was super easy because I had already drawn it once. And this is today's. Today's is this one. Now, I'm not like a realistic type drawer, I draw things that don't look very real. But that's me. That's what I know. Those are my abilities. And so I'm doing what I can do with my abilities. And this is my little journal of when I do my time with Jesus in the morning. And it feels really good. And although I'm only, how many days was that? How many days have I been doing this? 1, 2, 3, 4 days. 4 days of this practice. I'm really loving it. Okay, the Dodgers have their 3rd game tonight, and Motorcycle Man said, hey, can you make some bacon today so we can crumple it on top of the beans? So bacon made, and I'm going to have my 2nd cup of coffee now. This is what's on my lens? What the heck is that? This is how I used to show up a lot in my videos. Just me rolling out of bed, being who I am, talking to you. And so I'm doing it again because this is what I used to do. Ah! What was that? Oh my God. Oh, whoa. Oh, jeez. Did you hear that? I think the oven did something weird. It scared the crap out of me if you couldn't tell. That was a real moment. Over here cracking myself up. But anyway, I'm going to make coffee. And let me just be real again. Let's be real. Okay? It's good to be real because I'm human and humans are real and they don't make mistakes. I mean, they do make mistakes, actually. Okay, it's late. Why aren't I speaking normal? It's already 12:07. Okay, I'm going to make my coffee and this is where I'm going to tell you once again. I went through a phase. My mom sent me videos on Instagram saying, Tracy, do not use these. They're very bad for you. And I bought coffee and I started making it in my pot here, okay? And then I got lazy and then I went back and every now and then I do the pods. And this one is a decaf because I've already had a full calf and I don't want 2 full calves. And this is the way my coffee pot works. I have to pull it out. So it's got this low cupboard, sorry, speak into the mic. And here we go. I'm going to make a 8-cupper. 8-cupper. Oh, I got to put the cup under there. Let's do that. That's very important. It's going to be okay. What I want to talk to you about today, after I do all this nonsense that I'm sharing with you, is I'd like to get ready, brush my teeth, put on a bra, and then talk to you in a civilized manner about the direction of this channel. I'd love your advice. I'd love to have a nice, candid chat with you. And once I do, I'd love for you to tell me down in the comment section if you're agreeing with me, if you're disagreeing with me, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to make my coffee, go get ready, and I'll be back in a minute. All right, here I am. It is, 12:35. I'm ready. I have a skill of getting ready really, really fast. And so, I mean, you'd think, oh, that's not that fast, Tracy. But I also got a phone call. I got a phone call from RJ and Moonbeam. Moonbeam made it. She almost gave me a heart attack yesterday getting her to the airport. And she did just tell me that after she checked her bag, she heard through the loudspeaker that she only had 2 minutes last call to board, and I was freaking out. I swear to you, I was freaking out yesterday going to the airport because you never know what you're going to run into. You don't know. But she made it, and she's there, and I was talking to both of them, and now I'm having that second cup of black coffee, and I'm taking you upstairs into the setup where we're going to have a little conversation, and you're going to let me know your thoughts. We're going to talk back and forth, but not really. It will be back and forth in the comments, and you let me know. Confirm, deny, agree, disagree. Let's go see. Are you ready to see the professional setup? Well, I'm ready to show you. So this is it. I sit on that yellow chair. This is my mic setup on top of the what are those some kind of exercise bars that Man Cub uses. And I put my mic there so it's close to my face. This is my new tripod that I love and adore, and it's a magnet. Works super well. Love, love, love. Really good for the art shorts, which I bought recently because I've been making art shorts. Last time, that upper picture up there, right there, I love it. Mushroom mother and daughter, got in the way, seemed distracting, so I will take that down, and I'm ready to talk. Settled in. What do you think? I'm not centered in the frame, but I think this still applies to a good rule of something or another. So here I am, sip of coffee, and let's talk. I was going to talk about the direction in which I want to take this channel. Now, I've taken a bit of a break because I've been down. Now, I'm kind of somehow got a little bit of endorphins up today. Not sure what the cause of that is, but I have been practicing some of the things I talked about in my last video. Things like getting outside in the fresh air, petting my cats, getting dressed, minus today. Today, I don't know what happened, but I just got straight out of bed, went downstairs, and started my Bible study. I lit my candle, opened my Bible, and I do like starting my day like that too. So it went against what I was doing last week, which was getting ready first and then going downstairs. But you know what? I just slipped back into an old way, and that's fine. I'm here now. I'm dressed. I think that lots of the things I've been practicing have been helping with my mental state of being. I've also been taking a vitamin D, probably not enough, but I have been going outside. The weekends with Rich, playing cards at the park, oh, game changer. We would like to start doing that every Sunday if possible, except for when it's raining. And I know that's a little bit, you can't do it every Sunday, but we're going to try our best to go to the park, be out in the fresh air under the sunlight. Oh, excuse me, I'm really cramped back here, and playing cards, which is competitive and fun, and we get to chat and we laugh. And last week we got an ice cream cone, and if you watch that video, I accidentally dropped it, and I wasn't even dramatic. Normally I freak out. I am very dramatic in general, but I was like, I dropped my ice cream. Could I get another? It was kind of like Oliver. Remember that in that scene? Please, sir, can I get some more? It was kind of like that, but it was like ice cream. Please, Rich, may I get another ice cream? And he got me one. So it was all fine. And this week we went and got Starbucks, and he got me a Venti, huge, tall one. I never buy myself that big of a drink, and I drank it all. It was a double chocolate chip Java Frappuccino thing. Okay, so I decided, also in the spirit of healing myself, because I do believe that art heals. I truly, for myself, believe that because I love to make art. Now, if you don't like to make art, that may not be your healing practice. But for me, it's my healing practice. So I have been trying to make art every single day in October. It started with a workshop with Lisa Congdon on Creative Bug. And also, it was a challenge called Inktober, which meant the drawings were done in all ink. And in my natural form, I'm not following directions. And not only that, some days I went what I call rogue and I drew my own things, or I've been drawing my own things. But I think the beauty of this is I started a workshop to get me going, to get me to visit my art journal every day, to give me a prompt, because sometimes, you know what, sometimes honestly, the mind is blank. So it helped. And then on the days where I felt inspired on my own, I drew whatever I wanted. And so it got me drawing. It just got me in the routine. And here we are, I think day 27. I don't know what I will draw today, but I will be drawing today. I'm loving these shorts so much. They're easy to make. It's like, this is not my phrase. This is actually another creator's phrase. And I love it so much more than killing two birds with one stone. I am feeding two birds with one scone, preferably Molly's scones. And it feels nice. It feels really nice. So should my channel be more of an art channel? Or should I just keep being me and I do art some days and I go thrifting some days and I do gardening some days and I redo a bathroom some days and I clean out a closet on other days? Or I just simply sit and talk about whatever on other days? I don't even know. Karen had a good point. I had said in my last video, I will put my little ice cream event and walk at the park at the end because not everyone loves to watch that. But Karen said, Tracy, people love you. Do what you want. Do what you want. Even Rob the Marytimer, she said that on his last live. Do what you want. And I thought, heck yeah. Do what I want. I have been agonizing over this. Should I script? Should I be a shorter video? Should I be more bullet pointy? Should I plan it better? Should I have better B-rolls? I was like agonizing over it. Agonizing, but also taking a really well-deserved break. And now I'm back at the point of like, who cares? I want to do what I want to do. And the people who show up here, they like me and I like them. And I've gotten to know them. And if I get a lot of people watching my videos, like too many, then what if I can't answer all the comments? I honestly don't know how Rob does it. Rob the Marytimer, how does he do it? I just spent over an hour answering comments to just one of those art shorts I made. And I think it was a couple art shorts. And I was like, how do people do this? It's so much. And it's so important to me to answer those comments. So as I was answering the comments, Judith, My Life with Judith said, Tracy, have you ever thought about changing your channel name to Tracy with an IE Artful Living? And the reason she said that is because at the end of all my shorts, I've been saying, thank you, heart, Tracy with an IE. And why do I say that? Because most of my life, if people don't know how to spell my name, they spell it with a Y, number one, or they spell it with an EY, or an I, or an EE. Rarely an EE. Oh my gosh, my notes is, hold on a minute. Okay. So I just, Tracy is Tracy. It's always pronounced the same. But my mom put IE on my birth certificate. So I like to let people know when I named RJ, who is actually Abby, I named her Abby with an IE. Her name is Abby, not Abigail, because I knew I was going to call her Abby and I wanted her to be IE like her mom. And so there's a lot of times people are like, what's your name? What's your name? Because like you just say life in the Wild West, artfully living, but who are you? What is your name? So this is where we're discussing things. Should I name my channel Tracy with an IE, Artful Living? What are your thoughts? Please let me know down there. What are your thoughts? And I was brave and I showed you my tiny, cute, look how cute that is, my little tiny journal. I found this when I bought Grandma a letter opener last week at Staples. I was like, I really need that, but I didn't know what I needed it for specifically. But then since I've been doing time with Jesus in the morning, I thought this is a great place to write scripture and to draw little illustrations about the scripture and to practice my art and to honor God with the talent that I have, which is specific to me. I don't draw real pictures and I compare myself to other artists and think I'm horrible, but no, don't do that. I am uniquely unique to myself. No one draws like me, so just do it. And then I have the big one. I got this one at Five Below. If I knew how good it was, I would have got more because the pages are so dang thick that it doesn't even bleed through to the other side, which I love. And this back portion has a pocket. Now I have nothing in there, but it's so cool. What do you think? Should I do more art on my channel and talk about art and life, or do what I've been doing and just show up here and chat with you? Let me know below what you think. This is today's video. I'm so happy to be here with you today. I'm so happy my spirits are rising. And look at my nails. I did my nails in mushroom form like 2 days ago, and this is my reality. I want you to see my reality. This is how they look 2 days later. I'm very rough on my hands. I was vacuuming out my car this weekend, like I gotta get every little speck out. And I was doing that, and it's like I couldn't stop it. I was just vacuuming, and then I got the air compressor, and I was like trying to get like these pieces out of the cracks. I was like so all in. That's not what did this to my nails. I'm not sure what exactly did this to my nails, but you know, I'm just rough on my nails. So I'm going to make art today. I'm going to do a short. I'm going to edit this together on my phone, mind you. I've been making all my videos again, just like the beginning, on my cell phone. Been filming on my cell phone, editing on my cell phone, and it's just doing great. Luckily, I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's like this small. You're doing everything this small. It's really tiny. But if I go back to iMovie, I'm going to be like, what? How do you work this? I'm getting like cotton mouth again, not because of anything else except for that I'm just so hyped up and like, I don't know. So, all right. I'll see you when I make my art short. Thank you for being here and let me know what you think. Until next time. Oh, and eventually I'll be dancing. People kind of miss my dancing, so I'd like to dance again eventually, but the time will come. Until next time, peace, love, and where is it? Keep going.
Let's go.